Welcome to my classroom. In our school, the pre-K classes each have a cozy home room, this one's mine, where we do table time, story time, crafts, and snacks. We also have a large space just through this door where we work on all kinds of gross motor activities. We've got blocks for building, large balls for rolling and tumbling. We've got a structure for climbing. We spend a great deal of time in here developing our gross motor skills. We have a third room that each of the pre-Ks have access to, where the children have time for free play. We don't usually plan for role-playing and dramatic playing activities at table time because this is always available at free play. Our dramatic play props change periodically as we may turn our house into a veterinary clinic. We've had a fire station, Santa's workshop. Right now we have a grocery store set up, although our food appears to be hiding. The kids must have really cleaned up yesterday. Occasionally, we will borrow toys and activities from our playroom and bring it to table time so the children will be encouraged to develop some of those skills. I will occasionally borrow our puppet theater. We've got puppets for a lot of the stories we do, like the 3 Little Pigs and the 3 Billy Goats Gruff. After reading a story, I might leave this out at table time for the children to reenact. I bring in the couch from time to time to create a nice cozy space in the classroom for kids to look at books, or the beanbag chair. I'll also bring in the Lego table to encourage some fine motor development with the pulling and the pushing of the blocks. I've also brought in, we have a train set underneath here, and the kids can build train tracks and play with that at table time as well. When you are planning your table time activities, you really need to consider your space. My space is quite small. I like to keep the role-playing activities to our free play room because there's a lot more space for them to act out their adventures. In our classroom, we focus more on tabletop activities. I have 3 tables set up. I have one in the corner over here. That is where today we are going to be doing some drawing. I have faces and stickers so the kids can be making all sorts of creations. This week they've made aliens and their family and people and monsters. I really let them just go with it and draw what they want. Because we've been working on the 5 senses, I might ask them, oh, well, how does your alien hear? How do they feel things? And that gets them thinking of some of their body parts. I have a second table over here where today we are going to be making maracas. Earlier in the week we made tambourines. Oh, there we go. And my third table is at the entrance over here. I've got a mirror right by it. Today we have instruments. This is usually where I put our sensory bin. It doesn't require a whole lot of supervision, and the mess is kind of contained in this corner here. It helps that this is the only spot in the room with a hard floor, so it's easy to wipe up any messes. I like to have 4 centers. It's a nice number. I can cover fine motor activities, pre-printing activities, early literacy activities, as well as any science or math activities. So for a 4th station, I'll use this whiteboard as a vertical surface. I might give the kids markers. I've put up matching pictures, or I've hooked up the felt board for kids to retell stories. I also have this space on the floor where I might put a large puzzle for kids to work on together. This is where I might bring out the train station or a Lego table, some sort of building toy that the kids have to work together. I've also brought out the couch where the kids can read. Today we're not using this spot at all. We're actually going to go out just into the courtyard here where we've got another easy to clean up space, and we're going to be using the easel. I've hooked up bells to our paint brushes, so it'll be an interesting painting experience. So that is how I set up table time in my classroom.